Good evening to all of you. Today is the 1st of September 2024, 8 p.m., rather 8:06, and we shall be commencing our 60 hours placement preparation program. My name is Ranjan Kumar Majumdar. I'll talk about myself in a while, and I have Mr. Suramya Viswas today, and he will be basically taking the classes. And let me,
Good evening.
yeah, Suramya sir, welcome. Uh, Let me share my screen and go to the PPT and give you a very brief on who we are, what we intend to do, because that's important. So 60 hours placement preparation program by Constellation Training and Placement Services. We are Constellation. This is me, Ranjan Kumar Majumdar. As I said, I manage. I'm the founder of this company. We started in 2011, quite some time back. And I'm also the managing director of Constellation Training and Placement Services. I have more than 30 years of experience in the industry. I've done my BTech in manufacturing science from IIT Kharagpur. Then I was for 3 years working in manufacturing sector. I went to IIM Calcutta, did my PGDM, and after that I joined TCS. For 17 years, I worked with Tata Consultancy Services. I worked in India, I worked in Europe, I worked in North America, all parts of the globe. And then I used to manage projects. I used to work on technology platforms. I left my job in 2011 and we formed Constellation Training and Placement Services. Um, Other than managing the program, I am the person who will help you with the soft skills. So interview preparation, group discussions, how to self-introduce. And that is what I have seen that many students get stuck over there. So you cross the first gate, aptitude test. You cross the second gate, that is the domain test, IT test. But then when you get into the area of group discussions, interviews, etc., and there's a problem starts, right? So I've seen that with many students. Either your communication skills are not good, you're not able to express yourself properly, you're not able to answer questions properly. So I help the students with that. So soft skills is an area I particularly do, and I shall be taking those classes for you and helping each one of you. Even, I mean, don't think that we are restricted to that 60 hours, my friends. Beyond this, and this is what our uh, intention and aim has always been, that beyond the classes, if you need our help, we are there for you. So, individually, if you require help, I'm certainly going to help you. Soft skills is a course that we have been conducting at IIT Kharagpur for the last 8 years. Um, and I've seen a lot of students um, gain from our course and help getting very good placement. So I'm there for you, students. Suramya Biswas, who is going to do the coding part, he will cover the major part, 40 hours of coding, as we promised to you. Suramya comes again with a very long experience, 23 years, and he's been training students like you in colleges. And most importantly, he's also associated with a number of companies. He actually trains or teaches students who join companies like Infosys, Hexaware, Cognizant, TCS, IBM. So these are companies in which he actually trains students. So he is very much connected to industry. We will gain from his expertise. Um, he has completed his studies as a GNEET from the NEET Academy and MCA from Sikkim Manipal Industry. and he is very conversant with his kind of experience. He's very conversant with languages like C, C++, Java, Python, RDBMS, web technology. So all that we are going to cover, students here in the class, the technologies that are important, we shall be able to address them properly through Surama sir, some classes with Vivek sir. So Vivek Kumar is our mentor. Um, he has been with Constellation for quite some time now. He is the person who drives all our IT programs. He is with the industry, about 13 years of experience. He's a engineer from BIT Sindri, and he brings that mix of the industry experience because he's currently with the industry. Knows what is happening over there, so he brings that knowledge in his classes. So again, he's also very conversant, C, C++, Java, Python, data structure. He has worked in TCS, Whitehead Junior, Code Vidya, An Academy as a teacher, trainer. So he's very much into it. Currently, he's moved into industry. He works in a leading company in India. Okay. Um, we were founded in 2011. It has been 12 years, and we were founded by a group of academics and professionals from eminent institutes like the IITs and IM. We are based in Kolkata, but we work all through the country and through a network of subject matter experts, trainers, facilitators. If you look at what do we do, we are into college training and assessments. I mean, that's a very, very important area, college training. We help students with their placement training. We also do training in corporate sector with companies we do. We are also a placement agency, and we have a advisory and consulting, that is the management or business consulting division, as you may say. Areas of our work for the students, for you students, placement oriented courses. What do we have? We have aptitude test preparation. In some of the colleges for many, many years, we have been teaching this. We have our own portal. To be honest with you, all our courses are digitalized. They are available in the portal. So aptitude test preparation has something like 43 topics, each topic, PPTs, videos, practice paper, mock tests, and I've seen quite a few of you have just purchased that part, but don't purchase it separately. If you are joining this course, we will give all this access to you. Coding oriented IT courses, C, C++, Python, Java. Core courses are there, data structure, algorithms. Again, digitalized. Each course, you will find something like 200 problems, coding problems solved, 100 MCQ questions solved. So, and we keep on adding into it. Soft skills, as I mentioned, for 8 years, we are teaching that at IIT Kharagpur. Again, everything, all the videos, PPTs are there in our course, in our learning management system. So these three areas, these three will be given to you free of cost within the this course because we are covering all these three. So we will give this free of cost to you. Okay. Communicative English, we are a partner of Cambridge Learning, so we teach English. Any of you students have problems with English, come to us. Assessments, big area. College like IEM, UM in Kolkata, 2000 students, we do assessments throughout the year, 3 times in a year, coding assessments, APT assessments. Um, so, and then, some of you, I see you're coming from Orissa. We teach at Silicon University. So, Silicon University students aptitude test. Uh, we teach them, they access our portal. So what students we are trying to do is we are now trying to, uh, we were very, very active with colleges, universities, we used to go to, so they were our clients. So what we thought is no, let us go directly to students because I may not be able to reach all your colleges. So come to us. So this is a 60-hour course. We are going to start now because the placements have started. Those of you who are in your final year, your placements have started. So what we will do in this 3 months, and sorry to say, this is what I've seen, that students, many of you are not able to do the coding properly. We conducted an Accenture mock test, and for a large number of students, and they did not do well. They did not do well. So we thought that, why don't we concentrate on this part? Because today, if you are joining the IT sector, okay, and IT is the most important employer skill in the country. Many of you would like to join the IT sector. But the students, take for example the Accenture coding test, 45 minutes, two problems you have to solve. Now, if you solve one problem 50%, solve two problems, then you get the 100%. And many students in the country will solve them. So what should I do? So I should also learn how to do the coding. In my college, unfortunately, we are not learning coding because the colleges have their constraints. They are finishing the course. They might be getting some trainers, they might be helping you with coding, but then that may not be sufficient. So we said, fine, in this course, 40 hours we shall dedicate and we shall keep coding. So we shall, with Sunamya sir, Vivek sir, or other trainers, we will do at least 40. That is what I told Sunamya sir. 40 problems we will definitely solve. We might go up to 50. Not only that, we shall give you access to our coding editor. Okay. The same coding is an American coding or editor, and this editor is available. This is where we take our assessment test. And there we will again give you 100 problems. So in your free time, just go and practice those problems in the coding editor. Number three, we are giving you the access to Java, the course. If you want, sir, please give me access to Python. We can also give access to Python. There, 200 coding problems have been solved. So the complete repository, all you guys have to do, students, is to study and clear your doubts in the class when you come here and participate and understand it. See, in the webinar, what we were doing, we were moving fast, right? We were moving fast. So we were not being able to solve. But with Suramya sir, I've told sir that, sir, please go slow. Make sure the students are understanding. Stop him. Tell me, I shall be in most of the classes. Tell me if you are not understanding how we can help you. Fair? Okay. So now let me come to the program. I've mostly covered everything. It's a placement oriented program. It's very rapid. We'll move very fast. If you have not got the curriculum schedule, I will share it here, but it is there in our portal. Rapid program to get ready for the placement season of 2024. Comprehensive program focuses on three components. Three components will be aptitude test, coding test, soft skills. Three areas we are going to cover. 40 hours we will dedicate to coding. In aptitude test, we will not we will not go through the subjects. We expect that you know the subjects. We will give you 5 tests, 250 questions, and we will discuss those questions in the class, 10 hours. And I personally will take the soft skills classes for you. How to do your self-introduction, how to write your resume properly, yeah? How to do a industry and company analysis. How should you prepare for your group discussions? We can do mock interviews. And we will discuss a lot of HR questions. So we'll dedicate 10 hours. And as I mentioned, all these courses which are available on the portal, we are going to give it to you. So we see that with these three areas, first gate aptitude test, second gate coding test, third gate soft skills, I'm sure we will be able to contribute and make you ready for placements. As I mentioned, this is very oriented towards the IT sector. We will give you continuous assessment. You can check because we will give you the coding editor. You can solve problems and see, check your progress. 5 assessments in aptitude tests we will do, and soft skills. So all of that, as I mentioned, not only that, After you complete, we'll give you a certificate which you can show to the companies. And since we are a placement agency, with your permission, we will send these results to the companies in our network. And if they are willing to call you for interviews, they will. We are not promising you jobs, but we are assisting you in connecting to various companies. Today, we start the classes. As I mentioned, that this introductory class is free for you. Please see what we are doing, and if you are convinced, this is the place where you can go and purchase this class, which is fine. I shall give it to you even in the chat. So 40 hours, C, Python is our areas where we will talk about how to solve the problems, but we will actually solve the problem with Java. 10 hours of Aptitude and 10 hours of soft skills. So that is what we are going to. Let me just see if I can take you just 1 sec. Okay, I'll hand it over to Sir, and I'll come back and actually show you our portals so that you are comfortable. I'll actually show you, demonstrate to you our courses on the various portals so that you feel comfortable. Any questions till now, students, you can write on the chat, unmute and speak. I would encourage that you unmute and speak so that you start having courage, because this entire thing going into placements, facing the interview panels, you have to speak, isn't it? So feel free to unmute your mic and speak. Feel free to, you know, unmute your camera and let us view you, and so that I can help you with your soft skills area, your body language, etc. I'm there to help you. Uh, but today, let us concentrate on coding, right? That's the subject area. Let me see if I can just bring up the schedule and show it to you once. Students, have you got this schedule? We'll pass it on to you. Don't worry. Let me share my screen once again. Yeah, so that is the schedule, yeah. And today, what we are going to do is we'll go on. This is the coding today, Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., 2 hours of classes. And we are going to do if else switch case based coding. So that's the topic for today in Java. Surya sir is going to solve a couple of problems, right? Next class on Tuesday. Today is Sunday. Tuesday, we will have loop-based coding. And then I will give you a question paper on Friday. You can take it from home. That is not a class. You can do that. And on Saturday, we will actually look at the solutions for that. And then next week, we will move with coding. And again, we will have a soft skill. So like that, we will move. And I really intend, so we are starting today. If you look at it, if all goes well, then we actually complete this entire course by the mid of November. So in this time, students, um, quite a few of your companies might already come or you would have applied. But what we intend to do is that mid-November, we want you to all get ready for placement so that after that, you should not have any problems. But again, if you have some questions, you want to meet us, please feel free to write to us and we will arrange for more classes, extra classes. That's a commitment. So with those words, students, if you have any questions, I'm there. Just put it on the chat. Definitely, you will have questions on Java with Surame sir. I'm looking forward to that. But if you have any generic questions, please write on the chat. I'll be happy to answer. Over to you, Surame sir.
Yes, good evening, everybody. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
I expect that everybody, yeah. So I expect that everybody should unmute. Hello,
No, I mean, they
because
will not
when the
unmute.
class,
Please, Surame sir, please. Let us
Yeah.
not ask students to unmute or put their camera on. Let them feel comfortable as it is. Okay.
Okay.
I am requesting.
Definitely.
So whenever they will write in the chat, they will unmute and talk to you. That's okay. Whatever they feel comfortable, let them do it. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. 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 So, good evening, everybody. Actually, but when the class and everything is going to be started, right? This kind of things, I need. It should not be in one-way traffic. I expect some response from your side also. That will be make you more free. Okay, and you have a questions, right? So let us start today along with the if else and switch case based application, right? So what is this if else and switch case is called? Can you write down in the chat box? It is called what kind of programming? Anybody from your side?
Condition programming, sir.
Yes, conditional programming. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Good. Okay, very good. So I expect from everybody. So people, I think that you know many of this conditional programming, but I just going to present how the industry present the problems in front of you, right? It is not something like that write a program that will accept a number and say that whether it is a negative number or positive number, like that. So main aspect is that they will present you one story, right? And you need to solve it, right? Just like I'm just going to going to tell you this program. Mm, okay, I'm just going to present this program. Okay,
No, you have to share your screen, Suramesh sir.
yes.
Please share your
So
screen.
people, please look it here. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay. Share screen. Yes. So look it here. Write a program to input the marks of five subjects: physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, chemistry. Okay, and computer science, right? Calculate the percentage and the grade according to this. The percentage is above 70, 90% is the grade E, percentage 75% grade G, and I'm also adding two more percentage here. So the percentage above 60% will be the grade P, and below 60%, uh, below 60%, it will be considered as a unsuccessful, right? F. So it should be the below 60%, 60%. And so I think that this kind of questions you have encountered lots of the applications, right? So we shall do it. So first and foremost thing is that for solving this Java applications, I'm using the editor. Okay, it is called Eclipse IDE. Why I'm just going to use it? The reason is very simple, that in any industry, right, the Eclipse IDE is considered as the standard IDE for Java development, right? The reason is two. One is that it is freely available. IntelliJ is also there, NetBeans is also there, but the NetBeans is little bit bulky, and IntelliJ is, if they are going to use it in industry, they need to pay. to the IntelliJ corporations. So that's why they prefer what? This IDE. This is the Eclipse IDE, right? So people, we shall now going to solve how we can do this particular application, right? Everybody. So this is the IDE. I have created one project called Simple Application, and within this, I have created one package com.constellation, right? So because people in industry, any Java application should be under a package. Outside the package cannot be possible, right? So just people, can you just anybody has idea about what is called package? Any language, right? Whether it is C, C++, Java, can you just tell me what is package? Anybody has any idea about this? Just you can share it into the chat. Okay, nobody. Okay, fine. So actually, I'm just going to write down here what is a package, right? So package is a collection of classes, right? Package is a collection of classes in Java, obviously in Java. Okay, so package is what? Collection of something, right? You know very well that package means what? It is collection of something. In case of Java, it is the collection of classes. In case of Oracle, it will be the collection of procedures and functions, right? In case of C language, it will be the collection of functions, right? So something like this, right? So this is what is a package. In Python, the packages consist of also collection of classes and independent functions. Particularly, you know that in the Python you can create independent functions, right? So this is called what? The package, right? So this com.constellation is the one of the package. Why I'm using the word com? Com means what? It is a commercial organization, right? So that's why it starts the word com. Okay, and in industry you have to use this package and all this package notations, right? Suppose your organization is developing one project for Toyota, so you have to write down what? Com.Toyota. And suppose it is for Toyota's finance and accounts department, so it will be Toyota.finance, right? If it is for Toyota's your store, in that case it will be Toyota.inventory, something like this, right? Again, if you are going to develop a package for what? Ramakrishna Mission, right? So it is not a commercial organization, so it should be org dot dot something, right? So the package naming should be there. So people, let us start with this application. So let us write down one class. Okay, so look it here. Please follow new class. Industry prefers always a class should have a meaningful name. So it should not be something like your my demo or my application, something like that. It should be your a meaningful name. So let's give the name as what? At here the what is that? It is for what? The students result. Okay, so let's give the name as what? Students result. Again, people, sorry. Again, people, please look it here. Okay, the class name, I'm just going to create it, okay, with the main function. So it is the ready-made things. Please look at here. So I've created what? Student result, right? And one finest thing is that at the top, it declares that it is a package com.constellation, right? So student result, that means what? The class student result is a part of the package com.constellation, right? So the see, look at here how I have written the class name in Java. Okay, so this is the, there are two words, one is student, another is the result, right? And both the words are noun. Normally the Java class name should follow the concept of only noun, right? And you have seen that the starting alphabet is capital. Starting alphabet of every word is capital, right? There should not be any underscore, okay, underscore, right? If we write down this, actually, see the Java will going to work, no doubt. But the industries, they maintain some industrial norm or some industrial uh, uh, rules, right? So they prefer this kind of naming. Okay, fine. So how to accept data from Java? How to accept? What is the people? Can anybody print into the chat box here? What is the output command in Java?
System.out.println.
Okay, very good, Shivam. So I find that okay, Shivam is very much active. Very good. I expect that all the people should be active like this, right? Because in industry, whenever you will just go to for even for your interview, okay, even for your discussions, if you sitting okay and take the two activities, means active quest participations, they will be delighted, okay, and they will your chance for joining that industry will be more brightened. Okay, so people, other people also, please start. If you have some problem, you can write down in the chat box also. Okay, I will be happy. Okay, so Shivam, since you are saying that system.out.println, Ellen, very good. I would like to ask you that what is the how we can accept data into in Java, that is the equivalent to scanf of C or input in Python.
For accepting data, we first need to define a scanner class, and then in a scanner class by new command we can create new object, and that new object can access data from keyboard.
Okay, very good, very good, very good, very good, Shivam. Okay, so yes, so let us declare this scanner. Okay, see, look it here. See, one of the very good aspect of this ID is what? This scanner class is present in a Java system defined package, which is known as what? Java.util package, right? So normally we have to write down import java.util dot star or something like that. But here, this ID has one aspect is that, see, look at here. My cursor is blinking at R, right? So I'm just pressing what? Control and space bar. Look at here. Okay, see here, have you seen java.util.scanner automatically comes here. So java.u, so scanner equal to new scanner, right? And system dot in. What is the meaning of system.in. Okay, so system.out is what? It is focusing to the standard output device, that is the our visual display unit, right? At the same time, system.in, it means what? Our standard input device. So what is the standard input device? The keyboard. Okay, understand people, because this kind of small things in industry, during the time of technical session, they may ask you the questions, right? So that's why you better prepare all this small aspect, not only the solution but also this kind of technical aspect, right? So what do you mean by the word system.out.in, system.in, right? So it is pointing to whom? To the keyboard, right? So let's accept this one. What? So we are accepting the number of three topics. One is what? Okay, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and computer science, right? So people, let us do, right? So so one more funny thing, please look at here. I have typed this sys out, right? Sys out, only the sys out, and cursor is blinking adjacent to the T, right? Then I press Control and Space bar. So look at here, automatically system.out.println comes, right? So enter physics marks, right? So what will be the data type? It will be a marks can be whole number, a marks can be a fractional number, right? So in case of,
Sir,
yes,
please see
yes,
the chat. People are answering.
yeah. Actually, I was working with here. Okay, very good. Okay, Shanu Kumar int. So Sanu, just I'm using what? Double. The reason is very simple. Why? A person may get the marks like your 60.5, right? So that's why I'm just preferred what? Double, right? But one thing, people, please remember that in Java, by default, acceptance should be done into the data type of what? String. Okay. Why string? We shall going to learn elaborately afterward when the topic of your string is there. Okay. That time I will discuss it elaborately. Why the Java's prime focus is accepting, though Java can also accept directly as in double, directly as a int, right? With a functions called next int, next double, but industry suggests that you should use only the string, right? And why this is the reasons? Actually, after one or two technical classes, you will find that there is a topic called string. So there we shall discuss it about why string, right? So current at this point of time, I'm just using merely the double. Okay, so I'm just going to write down these things directly. String p marks. Okay, so scanner dot next line. So people, have you noticed that the next line spelling is little bit peculiar type, right? Next, and the line L is capital. So the function name in Java follows this concept. So this type of concept is known as what? Camel case. And this type of naming concept is known as what? Pascal case. In fact, nowadays it is also following into the Python, right? And I need to convert it into the double, right? So physics marks equal to double dot parse double, right? So p marks. Now people, I'm writing this one for physics, right? Next, let's go for chemistry, right? So enter chemistry marks. So people, you also learn these things, how to write down coding faster, because you know that at the time of your entrance examinations for IT companies, they will provide you what? Some time limits, right? So how we can write down the faster coding? Definitely it won't come one day, but once you follow my methodologies, you will find that the coding will be little bit faster, right? Just like what I am doing it, this copy and pasting. So I'm just removing this one, right? Here I'm writing what? Chemistry marks. Chemistry marks, and I'm removing this. I'm just putting this one. Okay. Directly I can write down here. So one line will be removed. People, you understand this one? This line? Bypassing. Anybody has doubt on it? People, I'm waiting from your chat. Anybody has any doubt? Let's see that about chat. Yes, one chat is there. Okay, camel case. Yes, very good. Somebody has, but about this one, okay, right. Physics, chemistry, then what? Biology, mathematics, and computers, right? Biology. Biomarks, right? So look at here, people, we are going little faster now, right? So many numbers, maths, okay, math marks, right, people? Now next, go for what? Computer science marks. See, people, fast, right? So after this, what we will going to do? We need to find the percentage, right? So first, let's go for what? Double total equal to all these marks, right? Physics marks plus chemistry marks plus bio marks plus math marks plus computer marks, right? But total is not enough. We need what? Average. So let's go for what? AVG. So how we can do it? So we assume that these marks total will be 500, right? 0.00, right? Since it is the double. So based on that, we shall now go and calculate the grade. So string grade equal to quotes, right? So if AVG greater than or equal to 90, right? Grade equal to E. Else if, see the logic, AVG greater than or equal to 75, right? So what are the grades? G, P, and F, right? Grade equal to G means good, and E means excellent. LC, right? AVG greater than or equal to 60 is what? Grade equal to P, right? Else grade equals to F. So let's see that, right? After that, sys out the grade of the student plus grade, right? So let us save. So people, the moment I use the word save here, option to save, the is compiled, right? Now please look. Okay, try to do. See, look what it is yet to save or compiled, right? And this time, if I go and save it, please look it here. Okay, it is showing some red marks here. It means what? Program has some problem. So let's click it here. Problem. See here, it's saying that error 2. Okay, syntax error. See, look it here. Terminator symbols are not there, right? Have you seen people here? It is mentioning it here in the line number 18, right? And line number 13, right? So please, line number 18, see, there is also still error is there, right? Have you seen people? So here it is happily displaying that in the line number 8. Okay, so let us put terminator here. Let us put terminator and let's go for save. So all the errors has been now removed, right? Now run this application, people. See, I've increased the, okay. So physics marks is 75, chemistry marks is 85, right? Bio marks is your or 70, right? Maths marks is 95, right? Computer science is also 90, right? What is this? Just a minute, look it here. So definitely people, okay, this AVG is creating a problem. Okay, so let's do give the name as what? Average or AVG, student AVG. Okay, so let's see that what is the problem. So there is a possibility that, okay, this kind of problems has been going to be encountered. So how to solve it instantly? See, look at here. This is called debugging, right? So let's see that what is the student's average. Why it is coming like this? Previous marks I'm writing, typing once again 70, right? Okay. So people, where I'm making the mistake? So let us put here into 100, right? It will come the full marks here. So let us save and execute this application here. Okay, I'm just putting the now the numbers. 80 for physics, right? Chemistry marks is 85, right? Biological marks is yours 75, right? Maths marks is 95, computer science is 90, right? Okay, the grade of the student is good, right? Grade of the student is what? Good, right? That is Q. Clear, people? Hello. People, is it clear? Anybody has any doubt? Anything to discuss? Hello.
My suggestion here to the students is that, while sir is doing it, I would suggest that you should also open your editor and solve the problem,
Due
right?
problems, right?
Yeah. Any
It will be better
student,
for you.
any
Yeah.
student, if you are feeling that this can be done in a different way, I found that the problem is very straightforward, and these kind of problems within about 10 minutes you need to complete. So, anybody else has any ideas how it can be done? Feel free, participate in the class if you want to show a different way of doing it. Most welcome. The other thing, Sudame sir, is if you can give some tips on the same problem, how one could, address in C, C++, Python, these kind of languages, because many of the students would prefer doing it in a different language because they might be
Yeah,
comfortable
yeah,
in.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. If you
Sure,
can
sure,
give
sure,
some
sure,
tips
sure.
before you move to another
S-
problem.
Yeah. So, people, I would like to show you that. Okay. So, if you want to do it into the Python, uh, okay, I'm just going for directly to the Python, right? So, people, what is the application for uh, display on the screen means equivalent to system.out.println. Anybody? Chat. What is the command? Print, right? Very good. So here what you need to write? Print. Okay. Or no need to write down the print. Okay. So just a minute here. Just I write down one code. It will be something, right? Physics marks, right? E- Equal to input. Okay. One lucky thing is what? You need not require to write down. Okay. You need not require to write down into terminator there, and the function is there double, right? So it will be directly accepted as a double or float, right? Hello. Or double. So like this, and rest of the coding, I hope that you need not require to, I do not need to write down anything here. For C and C++, only thing you need to write down what? For C++, C in and C out and C in, right? And for C++, printf and scanf, because C++ and Java's coding is very same as the way, right? Only thing you need to do is what in the Python, right? Little bit changing. Am I right, people? Hello,
Yes, sir, you are right.
right? So that is the thing, very plain and simple thing, right? Just I'm just going for this one, and okay, for 2 minutes, people, I'll just stop sharing it. So the next, so people, I request you from the next class sessions, you also sit down with your editor, right? And you can share, sir, I was doing this problem, but I'm facing this issue here, right? Because see, merely the display is not enough for you, right? So people, I just suggest you sit down with your own code editor, right? Mm, so the next application I'm just going to present you. It will be little bit larger. So and it will be a really a story, right? So I'm just sharing my screen now. National Electricity Corporation charges monthly electricity charges based on consumption of its consumers. The rate of the charge is as follows. Just let me write down here. Due to this Java editor, it is coming to. Okay, up to 200 units, every consumer must pay flat amount of 300, even no consumption. From 201 to 500 units is this much. From 501 to 1000 unit is rupees 1 per unit. From 1001 unit and above is 0.75. Okay, consumption unit must be in the whole number. The computer operator of NEC normally accept consumers details like consumer name, consumer's number, name, unit consumption to generate bill. So one example they have given, this is the uh, consumer's number. This is the name of the consumer, and this is the unit consumed, right? People. So people understand this problem. Please look into this problem. See how is this problem. So I'm just waiting for 2 minutes, right? So that you can go through it. Okay. And people, it also resembles a real life. Okay. In fact, in our all kind of electricity companies, they charges this like this. Okay. So even no consumption, you have to pay some amount, right? So people, you understand this problem? Hello, anybody from your side? Chat. Let's see that. Okay. So people, let us proceed for this one, right? Because it is already 9:09. So people, let's go for what? Electricity consumption or electric bill, right? So automatically the main function is ready, right? So what is this main function, people? Anybody say? At least from your knowledge from C or C++. Python does not have main
Main
function. Yes.
main function is the execution or a starting of the any program.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh, so from your side, my dear friends, it is the Sivam is doing it. Yeah. Okay. Is batting well today. Very good. I'm really happy to find it. So people, let's write down here without wasting our time. Scanner, scanner equal to new scanner. So system dot in, right? Finish our first So sys out, enter. What we need to take? Accept, consumer number, consumer's name, and the unit consumed. Right? Enter consumer number. Okay, so int consumer number. So people, why I'm writing such a big instead of writing int a, char b, string a's. Actually, in industry, the variable names are also should be meaningful, right? Number one. Number two is that. Okay, and look at here. One more thing is that whether it is in Python, whether it is in C, whether it is in Java, whether it is in JavaScript, right? It should be the meaningful name. And here, look at here. This is in consumer number. N is capital and C is small. Again, the variable name follows the camel case, right? And what is this called? This is called Pascal case, right? I hope that you people know a Pascal is a language also in computer science, and also Pascal's theory you have all learned it in during mathematical period, right? Yeah. So let's do faster. So how to convert the string things, okay, to integer dot parse int, scanner dot next line, right? Enter consumer's number. So let's have copy and paste, people. I'm making the full screen here. Enter consumer's name. It is obviously string, right, people? And see here, if I make any mistake, automatically it is showing me error. Just like, look at here, if I write down this, okay, see, look at here, it's showing that red marks. It means what? For variable of int type, you cannot use the next line, right? You have to take the next int. So I have to accept as a string, or I have to write down here next int, right? So next one is what? Unit consumes. Enter unit consumes. It should be int unit consumes. Again, it will be integer dot parse int. People, I suggest you that you should always go for do this practice uh, along with me, because see, merely the spectator is not enough, and by typing again and again, okay, you will have a faster ability to write down the code, right? So people, you can easily convert them into Python by typing what? Input. For int, you have int function. For double, you have the double function in Python, right? People. So how to do it into these things? In the Python, it is something like this, right? Int function is there, right? Input, enter, consumer number, right? Yes. Right, inside the Python, and in the Python you do not require to write down terminator. Okay. And obviously in the Python, one aspect is that, okay, indentation is important, right? In Python, indentation is important, which Java is not at all. You need not require to do anything for this indentation on Java, but we should follow some indentation, okay, for or uh, 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 but in the Java you have to write down in a within the second bracket, right? This the second bracket, right? JavaScript, they are everywhere, but in the only the Python, the indentation is important. Okay, next one is what? So our task is over, right? So double. So I am why I am going to accepting double people, because you have noticed it here. Some of the units are in the decimal format, right? So the total unit will come in the total unit payment will come into the form of decimal, right? So double total equal to 0, 0.0. Fine. Complete up to this much, people. So unit consume, right? Equal to, sorry, what it says that it is flat amount of 300. So we shall initialize with what? 300, right? Point 0. That means what? Even if you, even the unit consume is 0, right? Then we need to pay 300 rupees. Clear? Is it clear to you people? Hello, everybody. Okay. So up to 200 units, right? So if unit consumes less than or 200 units, right? right? Else, if unit consumes. So what is the next one, people? From 201 to 500 units, right? Sorry, people here. Total. So here, how much, people? People, how much, people? Total equal to 300 plus 300 plus, okay, unit consumes minus 200 into 2.15, right? Sorry, 1.25, right? This calculation is, people, you understand here? Anybody has any confusion about this logic, people? Let's see from chat. Anybody has any confusion for this logic, people? Hello. Nobody's answering.
No confusion, sir. You can move ahead.
Okay. So you understand. Hello. LCF, right? Unit consu- consumes less than or equal to how much? 1000, right? So how this calculation we shall do it? Total equal to total, sorry, total equal to 300 plus 200 into 1 point, sorry, consumes minus So how to do this branch, people? So 300 for fast to, okay. So the next remaining is what? Next you have to go for 500. Sorry, 300 into, that is 200 is over, right? So next up to the 500, that is 300 unit, is go for 1.25 plus this into 1.00, right? People understand this one? Hello. Anybody has any doubt? This is for fast 200. Okay. And next 300, which comes what? 500, right? So this one, and then 500 minus in unit consumed, that is the remaining within the, that is the between 500 to 1000, how much unit has been consumed, that's calculation. Okay. Next one is what? Else is higher than 1000, or we can directly write it this, else, right? So this will be another 500 into 100 plus 1000 into 0.75, right? Finally, you need to display the output, right? Finally, you need to display the output. Sys out the amount payable equal to total, right? So this logic, okay, this portion you can easily translate it into also in the Python, right? Only thing is that there you have to use the then, if then, and you have to use what? Indentions and this symbol, right? Like this symbols in the Python you have to write down. Okay. So people, let us run this application now. So, suppose the consumer's number is 3345. Consumer's name is John Williams, right? And unit consume is what? Okay, let's go for 756, right? So amount payable is this one. You can check it. Okay. So people, you understand this problem? You understand this problem, people? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Anybody
Yes, sir.
has any question? Let's see that from the chat. So people, you understand how we have solved these problems. So people actually see for just a minute. Okay. In future, sometimes I may give you problems and you need to solve it, right? In the class, just like see, still the half an hour is available. So I may give you one small application, do it by yourself. Okay, so it will help you to upgrade your skill for coding. Number one. Number two is that, okay, if you feel that I'm not comfortable too much on the Java, I can do it into the Python. That's also acceptable, right? uh, and second aspect is that is that you will going to learn that how to solve and have a solution based on this story, right? The actual fact is that that why they are suggesting presenting your story. The reason is very simple thing. During your college study, right? You open the book, you open the question papers, you open the hackathon, right? There are lots of the questions, you solve it. But in industry, what happened? Client will narrate a story. Client is definitely not an IT person. You have to find that how to solve it based on your story, based on the client's presentation. Okay, you have to think and what could be the probable solution, right? So that's why they presented story. For if else, I actually do not present too much of the story, but definitely there are lots of the other stories are there. It should be sometimes you'll find that a page full of stories, but the actual solution is very simple, right?
Sir, sir, can you just stop the share? I wanted to talk to the students.
Yeah, sir.
So you are done with the two problems, right?
Yes, yes,
Do
yes.
you have any other problem? Because we still have time.
Yes, but, for today, I do not have
Okay.
problems, but from the next day, I shall ask them to do some problems also. Or we can
So
share
Sir,
it. Yeah.
that's
sir,
okay. Yeah, any
would you please
yeah.
do the problem with switch case?
Switch case. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So switch case, I'm just going to tell you that one switch case problem is very simple. Calculator. Have you done it? Have you done it? Switch case through the calculator.
Yeah, 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 sir.
Okay, but I'm not going to do the switch case with the calculator.
No,
Okay,
Surama sir,
but
just once. Surama sir, please, one second. Students, I want to ask you a frank question. Did you find these problems? Because this is a first class, right? So, did you find these problems challenging or you want to increase the difficulty of the problems? What is your opinion? Is it okay? Just be honest and tell me that because you people are have attended hackathon, you have attended coding tests, etc. And we also conduct these assessment tests. So we have a number of problems of different difficulties. What I understood from today's set of problems is they are not really very difficult problems. What is your expectation? Can you tell me, Kumar? Can you tell me?
Yeah, as my expectation, I want to I mean, increase the difficulty
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I expect from you that you provide us more difficult program or problem. According to the industry level, they ask many interview coding questions like that.
Okay. So Smriti, also you are saying that the problems, the difficulty level needs to be increased. Yes, we can do that. The other thing, as I was telling you, Kumar and Smriti and others, is that we will give you an access to our coding editor, where at least we will make 100 problems available to you of various difficulties level. So you will know from different, very difficult to medium, and that we will definitely give it to you. So there you can practice even on your own. And as you said, because we have to take everybody along in the class, so we will have to solve some simple problems and difficult problems. So what I would suggest is that in a class, if we are doing two problems, then one we will do at a medium level of difficulty, and the other we will do a harder problem. Is that acceptable? Because we have to take everybody in the class, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. And the other thing, as I mentioned, I will give you access to our coding editor. Let me see if I can show you our editors. Just give me 1 second. Can you see the screen? So this is our coding editor. Yes, students, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is our coding editor. It has a lot of problems. So what we will do is we will actually, I mean, this is actually it's an American system, and it will be very similar to what the kind of test you face with the companies. And so this is where we will make available at least 100 problems. The other thing is, yes, we have, let me see. This is the course currently that we are doing, and we will give you access. So here on this side, you see the classes are there. You have to log into the system and click on this class for that date, and then you have to enter the class. And here now, this is the first class we have completed. When you come tomorrow, you will see that this part, you will be able to see the video of today's class. So like that, all the videos will get recorded and be there. Other than that, we will also, for example, this is our aptitude test portal. So in the aptitude test portal, we will get access to the problems. There are something like 43 topics. There are some more than 4,000 questions. There are some 20 course tests. So like that, there's a huge amount of practice material we will give you. Similarly, we will give you the access to the Java course if you want some other course. For example, if you are preparing for, say, with Python, then you let us know. We will give you the access to our Python course. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we will also provide you the access for the soft skills course. So what we have got an input from you is, yes, we will raise the difficulty of the problems that we solve here and have a mix, medium kind of difficulty and really very difficult problems. Agreed? Any other feedback to us?
No, sir.
This is fine. So I look forward to having you again in the class. Next class, I've already shared the curriculum with you, and also I have shared a form. Please fill up the form so that we can give you the access to our course as well, and access to the WhatsApp group where we can communicate much easier. And what Surama sir was saying, and what I would also like to say, as we are solving the problem, I hope that you are also having your coding editor and you are also parallelly solving it. In this class, what I would expect from you is more participation. Open your microphone, talk to us. We will also ask you to share your editor and show the code so that we all learn together. That would be the idea. You must also show us the editor how you have solved the problem. Maybe you are solving it in a much better way, in a easier way. And usually you see the exams, they also look at the efficiency of the code. So person X who solves it in certain way, they calculate the efficiency. Person Y solving it calculates in a different way. So even in our coding editor, when you give these tests, you practice and you run the report and see how you have performed. These aspects are there. Okay. So with those students, any final kind of questions from you? Any questions you have before we close this session for today? And from the next way, from the next class, we have taken your feedback and accordingly we will structure it.
No, sir.
Okay, some of you have put messages. Let me see. Okay, thank you so much for joining in today and hope to see you in the next class and add value to your placement preparation. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
Good
Okay,
night.
good night, people.
Good night, sir.
Yeah. And one thing I would like to tell you that based on the only the uh, your if else and switch case, okay, okay, this the difficulty levels are like this, that the logical things, just like in the second case. But yeah, if you want to face really difficulties, which is the combination of the looping and etc., all these things, so you will find it by and by every day more and more difficulty levels of the applications, right? So today is only the for the this is the branching. So next is the looping. Looping does not means only the looping, which is combination of your branching as well as the looping, right? So you will find that little bit more difficulties there, right? So that's I expect. I can give you this assurance to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night,
sir.
people.